Hello, everybody. Today I want to talk about something that came through my mind when I was speaking with, I would say, a person who gave up everything and was living in a social kind of home, what we say ashram, from her teen. As she said, she was staying there in different places and other ashrams from the age of 15. So it was her journey through this life in which he experienced the life in a different way than all of us experience. In a way, if we see why we run through the system, why we run through the needs, why we try to have something solved in our life, like we have a pain in the hand and we want to get rid of that pain. We try to visit the doctor, get the medicine. And this was question to her from my side, as she had the pain in her hand. So she wanted to visit the doctor to find a way to reduce it, some way to have a better handling of the pain by herself. And I asked her why she has to go to the doctors to reduce the pain. What is the reason behind it? She has been living in ashram, a place of tranquility, a ascetic place where you can be close to all the religious activities. I would say close to God, the real being. Still, we have to run through all those things to cure ourselves, to have medications, to solve the pain in our hand. In this perspective, if we see, we are all bound to the outer attachments. We are not free wherever we go. We can stray in the house of God, we can be priest, we can be very ascetic being, we can be monk, but all those things, pain, food, and all those things brings us running to the system where we get it. Finally, those things are also coming through, we would say, a God or a being that is infinite. But still we have to go and seek for those things. Now, answer for this question was very difficult, because why, being we as a very ascetic, very reward person, still we have to seek the attentions, to reduce our pain and attachments. And when will we be actually free from all those things? So, will there be a time that we'll be free of all those things and we say, oh, I don't care all those things anymore. I don't care of the food, eating food or going to the hospital or having a shelter. And I would say when someone realizes that he doesn't need the care of outer system that we have, the pain and attachment that is coming from our outer system that we have rather than the inner being, the person will be free. The inner being will be set free that time. The person will be completely free. There is no freedom other than getting freed from our own attachments and pain. Will there be a day when we have a pain, a severe pain that we could not sleep whole night? Still we don't want to seek the attention to the medical team or reduce that pain some way by using some medication? There will be the day, and the day is the one when you'll be free, when you'll be free yourself from this bodily attachment. I don't want to say right now how you should be free on those things, because it will be a longer discussion. But the day when we'll be free of all those attachments, the day when we say, yeah, there is no pain which can be solved by any medical doctors or by any other person. There is not such a thing that will be solved by other beings, rather than it is on my own, rather than it is attached to us. That is the day we set ourselves free. That is the day we will be ourselves free. Until then, we still have the attachments. Until then, we find in the attachments. And there will be also understanding that if those attachments are good or not. Those attachments which helps us to seek the solution for the problem that we have in our outer body are good or not. That is on the self-understanding and self-realization each person will have. And as one realizes himself, what is to be realized, then all the questions answer will be answered itself. But I don't want to say when that day of freedom will come, but there will be the day of freedom where you will say, okay, if the things are solved themselves, it will be solved. If they are to be solved themselves, it will be solved. If not, then it will not be solved. This is not in my hand anymore. And that time is the time of setting us free. And this can be a momentary time at the end of our existence in this materialistic world, or I would say this earth or this lower bound system. before we rise to the higher bound system. So in this case, it could be quite close to the death. We start to find that, yeah, this is enough for me. If there is a solution, it is on my own body that comes. Otherwise, there is nothing more to seek from myself, from my inner self, to have those solutions. Because the inner self that makes us existence, the inner being, our real being, is always calm, without any attachment with the pain, hunger, thirst, lust. There is nothing. Once we be one, once we be completely one with this inner self, once we attach ourself, the outer and inner everything, and become one with this inner self, which is detached, which is free, we will be ourselves setting us free. On that day, we will not have pain on our arms, on our body parts. We will not have mental problems. We will not have any problem of hunger and food. We will be completely set free. Our self will be set free. Please join me to unlock your true happiness in your life, to open the door of the happiness that you are seeking, to attain the real freedom, to experience the bliss. Thank you very much.